I stumble.
Boys, beautiful, beautiful raining day. I'm gonna show you guys the current situation. Much I wanna put out videos of doing stuff, Mother Nature. We got different plans. Today is my day off. I'm supposed to be finishing the EG hatch, throw clear on the base coat. This is just the water on the bucket. And I'll show you guys a little bit how the land look like functionally. Not as bad as other people's got it, because even the city has got parts that overflowed. Therefore, land, you know, it just caught me off guard. Alright, so we got ourselves a little pond in the part that I cleaned. I just made this deck, which I'm still working on it, just to horse around and mess around, because why not? We literally got a floating deck here, just to trying to step in here a little bit. So it's deep, probably about 2-3 feet deep all around. So guard ourselves up pond. So we got ourselves a pond, boys. Like I said, it's a work in progress. You know, might as well make something out of nothing. So then I can do nothing with the water, trying to have my fun. However, fun is not the word to some other things that we're dealing with today. Show you guys the rest of the land. I just finished cleaning this. This is where the truck was at. Luckily, I moved it this way. It's not as bad there. You figure that part will have a lot of water, you know. Right where we had the truck parked, after flying everything, this is where we got a lot of water. Not the most, but a lot of water. Probably about 2 inches, 3 cars, some areas. Show you guys the side of the house. I also started making this fence for privacy, just like the front. I'm gonna make a big Mac Doctor built logo in the inside when it's done. So little by little, just Mother Nature got all the plans. However, the new booth, not so lucky, which I wanted to come and do some stuff today, pausing the car, pausing the comport. That's 3 inches deep there, all around, back tires, literally gone in water. Same all around. So the booth, it doesn't get wet at all. The roof is perfect. Just the water from the sign, because I don't have a gutter, rain gutter, it's accumulating really bad and really fast. I don't know if you guys could see that. So all that is traveling inside the garage. So yeah, in a couple minutes I'm gonna throw primer on the bodywork, which I'm still working on it, just so when I put the car outside, you know, it doesn't get rusted overnight and stuff like that. While I work on, get some paint. The car, I don't mind if it gets rained on, it'll be clean. So I'm gonna put in an area that's safe, that's flood safe, because the garage right now, we may get some more water. It might be a point that I won't be able to get in and get out because the water gets inside the garage. So I'll keep you guys posted throughout the week. But so far, this garage, I won't be able to use it maybe 2-3 days until that water that goes down. That's if it doesn't stop raining. So yeah, this area that I just pretty much to work back here, a big addition to my garage, if you want to say, which is the booth. So not much I could do today. So I'm just gonna clean around, horse around with the pond, maintenance pond, the amendment pond. Have some fun with the maintenance pond. Can I do? Move the car from here. Now also, that's nothing that you have a garage. You know, it's still black, do content. Well, maybe my flowers and my chickens are alright. Go to the garage this morning, trying to wet sand the car, and yeah, the whole garage is flooded, really bad. So that's about 2 inches deep all around. Even on the other side with the Wolverine and the Skelly EV hatch floor is full of water, 4-wheeler. So I'm not gonna be able to use electrical too much. I was gonna come and step in here and this tension was right in the water sinking in. About 2 inches deep. Pause. I don't know how the heck it didn't short circuit the system. Managed to pull it back with my boot. I unplugged it from where I had it plugged because I didn't realize that was gonna happen. You know, I had this tension overnight. We were working on the hatch and stuff like that. So yeah, just the kind of day your boy has. So I got a lot of stuff to think about. Body work I'm not gonna do for a few days until the water goes down, obviously. So who knows? I'm gonna have to come up with a plan B. If it gets any deeper than this, I may have to put some gas on the tractor and get every single one of the cars out of here. Because on the flat parts of my land, it's alright. It's the parts that just slopes down and you know water could build in through the ground. That's exactly what's going on. So it's not like the garage is getting wet on at all. It's just water from the ground, from around of the garage and stuff like that, you know, just sinking in it. So yeah. So if we could zoom in into the water. Oh yeah. You know. You would think I could try to squeeze it out, but number one, I don't have a squeegee. Two, with that tension in there, I don't trust it. Even though I unplugged it from the main extension that I have it on, but not something I want to mess around with. I gotta keep an eye on how much water I get in here. I don't know what I could do in draining it. It does have a drain to the floor. That's for the garage, but I guess the drain is full of water too, so that's probably what happened. It backed up and it overflowed to the garage, or water's not going fast enough down. So that being said, hang on with me today, chill, see what's up, what adventures we could do in the land today. I mean, they said be careful what you wish for, you know what I mean? I always wanted a big space for myself, or having the cars to work on and storage them and stuff like that. Now when you have it, you gotta face these situations. It's something different. Thank God I was off today. Just gonna be a wet day, pause. There's gonna be a lot of pauses today, but yeah. Not like I could put a pump and drain stuff, which it'll be a great idea. I don't have one. So I'm just gonna work with what I have, chill. Finish doing a deck over there just to horse around or something. I don't know, I'm just bored. Not much I could do today. Chickens is alright. Even though it's a ghetto chicken coop, but you know, they dry, they're not flooded, they chilling. So I gotta move the Acura, move it some spot where water is not gonna be as high, and see how the day goes. Stay tuned. Alright boys, so the plan is, I guess, because I thought of taking the cars out, which is not gonna get me anywhere in this garage. Me and the owner of the car, because his car is here too, you know what I mean? We're gonna try to get a sump pump and just put it in the garage and trying to see if we could get the water out of the garage. It's the only thing that makes sense, you know what I mean? The other one doesn't really matter because I could take out the Acura TL and just park it someplace, but over here we got a few cars and a few things that I don't want to get more water, you know what I'm saying? Right now it hasn't passed the tires level and stuff like that at the bottom, you know what I mean? So it's probably like 2 inches pause. But I don't want to I want to make sure those things get to 3 or 4. I don't want any water in the pans, in the floors, no electrical things. So I think at this time, getting the sump pump and putting it on is the best idea. So for now, I'm gonna move the Acura TL, start with that, and then we'll put in the pump here, see how that goes, and hope for the best, man. All right, boys, I gotta throw some emergency primer on it, because I gotta take out the Acura outside and I don't want my work to get rusted, so I gotta speed up the process of working in this vehicle, I guess. So just for security purpose, I'm gonna prime it. If I take it on the rain, I don't have to worry about rusting no more or anything. Now if I don't prime it, it's a different story. That's what I had in the garage, because the roof wise part, it wouldn't get wet, but we didn't know about the situation with the grounds, you know, water building up fast. So I'm gonna do this quick and fast. Pause. Bumper don't matter because it's plastic, it's not gonna get rusted. Metal definitely will. I'm gonna do the other side, turn it on, move it out of here. Now just to show you how deep the water is, my boot is sinking in there. So I'm trying to use the muffler to my advantage. Tap on here and trying to throw some primer at least here. Again, mission is to save the metal work we did. I gotta bring the car outside. So that's the mission. Not really much body work. It's just I gotta do what I gotta do to take out the car out of here so it doesn't get flooded or anything. So I don't got the luxury of waiting just in case we keep getting rained on. Not to mention body work is looking good. So at least on that part wise, I'm happy. Little touch-ups here and there like always, but looking a lot better. Throw a couple more coats. I could let it dry. Do it like 10 minutes. The flat this out and bring the car outside. Meantime, keep working on the garage. We gotta use the sump pump to try to drain the garage. So, alright, this is the best it's gonna get. Again, we got things that we gotta go over after little by little. Wasn't planning on it. Like my sander, left it in water, hope it didn't get rain, bad. So, yeah. Just gonna put it here at the drain and hope it doesn't get high to that level. Obviously, we're taking the car out of here as soon as that primer dries. That's the current situation with the new booth. So no bueno. We got more work to come to this. Because if I was to be painting a car right now, we'd have to deal with this situation. So I'm gonna have to fix the foundation eventually. Pour more dirt, more rocks. Make sure no water is coming in nowhere. Put a rain gutter on the side so water drips other than the garage itself. Little things that I didn't know. Nobody used this for car body work before. They used it for like building sheds and just garage barn stuff. So it's a different story. But we're gonna make it work. Things happen. Let's get it. Alright, I was able to put a pallet in the floor so I could step here and unplug that extension that was live there. I unplugged it from the main extension that I have it here to the garage. So I have unplugged it from there first, thank God. But yeah, it seems like the water is starting to go down a little bit. Maybe I'm just seeing things, but we got water anyway, so I'm just waiting for the sump pump so we could drain it. That's why I put that pallet so I could move there and unplug that. As far as that, there's not much I could do in this one, so I gotta wait up for the pump. You already seen we threw primer on the Acura TL. I'm letting it dry so I could either park it here or park it over there because water is not gonna get high up like that. If you guys see the CRX and the Black Widow, the Turbo EK Civic is fine. You know what I mean? Little water in the floor, but normal compared to the garage days, submerging water. So, yeah. we'll see what we do. All right, boys, as I'm working on the deck over there in the pond, checking over here, and water was going down as I said. Again, there's a drain hole here that goes down to the garage, so it must have helped it. They getting me a sump pump. I'm just waiting on that. The other garage not so lucky. You gotta let it dry up. I might just put the sump pump to dry on that one. I'm still taking the TO out of there, just in case. Right now the rain slows down compared to earlier. I got my E-Sleep Race umbrella from H-Day from 4 years ago. This came handy today with the rains. It's the only reason I'm out here with boots, mechanic uniform. So I'm not technically getting wet done, but made a deck, ghetto deck, just to like stand around here, horse around, document it. Oh, I wanted a pond. I guess I got a pond. But yeah, gonna move the TL just in case rain picks up throughout the day. I mean, water seems to be going down compared to the beginning of the video here. It was like I couldn't walk, my boots were getting soaked on. Let's see the garage now. And what do you know? The garage is starting to slowly go down. But again, I don't want to take a chance. Now that the primer is dry, I'm gonna take the TL. When I need to work on it, I'll work over here. But I'm gonna work on it and filling all the corners with dirt and rocks to prevent that from the future. Put a rain guarder. So another day I'm ready, and I don't have to waste a day's worth of body work. Especially on a day off that I look forward having off. But what can you do? All right, check it. Pull these rubber mats with bolts. They like got a little flexibility, but they strong enough. And now the deck, it flexes good with the tires. Even though that the rain is slowing down, it's gonna continue the rain all day or night. So I have my fun with this deck. No, at least I could get on it, pause, not have to worry about just falling over or something safe-wise. And just for the fun of giggles, why not? Trying to make a good time on a bad situation, if you want to say, or bad weather day, but yeah, we have a pond deck now. I'm gonna move the Acura anyway out of that garage, even though the water is going down a little bit inside the garages. I'm just not gonna use them. Over the Black Widow again, the wind is knocking it out. But this one is dry compared to the video earlier. You already seen. I could step on it. Maybe at some point continue to do something off camera tonight, because I still gotta finish with this EG hatch. But with that being said, I'm gonna move the TL someplace, probably even here for now, because it does not bother to have it here. Best bet. So why not? Let's get it. Quick. Okay. Strongest motor you could get, boys. Strongest motors you could get. Spike, my loyal dog, it goes everywhere. Right, Spike? That's right. Alright, boys. Move the Acura TL. Now that the rain went down quite a bit, you remember how high that was. I don't want to take a chance no more. Maybe get me time there off camera. During the day, I could fill it in with rocks and dirt. But I'm definitely get it out of here. Alright boys, I managed to take the TL outside. You guys see the bodywork came out a little better. We got primer on, car is looking better. At least out here if it rains again, I don't have to worry about the car getting flooded, water in the motor, in the floor. The only spot I gotta do is that spot in the whole car. Get a new hood and that's it with this car. But that's how the body work is looking. Even on the rain, we trying to do something, you know, out of a negative situation, make it a positive. But the TL is looking good. I'm starting to like the car somewhat. Maybe some painted rims, different wheels, could look something. The J series is serious. You know, them cars, they move, man. Strong motors. But car's looking good. We got primer, I don't have to worry about this gonna get rusted, and we could continue. Let's get it. Alright, I managed to get it out here with a flat tire. So, gotta get that tire fixed. Other than that, body work is looking good. We got the EK over there looking money. I could park it right next to it, but that's where I park my CRV. So, we're gonna park it right over here back. Alright, on the other hand, I'm gonna leave it parked next to the EK, both channel flips, which I'm keeping the EK, and to be honest, I'm starting to like the Acura. I'm starting to like the TL. For a winter car, I would not mind if I don't sell it, which is supposed to be sold. And as soon as I'm done with it, I'm gonna try to flip it. But I wouldn't mind for a winter car, kinda like it. But I put it over here. My fears is that the Mac Dr. Bill sign with the rain could collapse, the wind or anything, you never know. I don't want to put any damage on the body. You know, we're fixing the car as it is. The only thing we got to change is the hood. Other than that, the car is good. So I don't want to chance it. I'll leave it out here. It does not bother anybody. And yeah, I think that's the best bet with the rain situation. So the garage floor is dry. That's a plus. We didn't even get to use the pump. Pause. We got the Acura TL with the EK over there. You know, don't have to worry about the water or anything. So it's one of those days that you gotta improvise and go along with it. So, however, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my date. Maybe Sunday, you know, enjoy the date. Now that the floor is wet. I do have to throw some clear coat, you know what I mean? Can't we do? Water is gonna continue to come down, so it's only so much we could do. We got some areas that we see is going down, like the pond over there. We're going down a little bit, even though I made a deck. Pause, we check it out. Over here, we see it was a lot of water, so it went down quite a bit. You know, I could have left the car there, but I don't want to take chances. Playing it safe than sorry. You guys see how much water was in the corners, all around through the muffler. The muffler was literally in water. You know, the only water area that I have is this bit here, but I don't want to take chances. Again, the roof is not the issue. It's just the ground, the foundation part on it. The rain guard on the side, the water not properly going someplace else than the garage itself. Heavy rain. Heavy rains, you know, that sort of stuff. Not the only one. Many states, many people going through it. So, hey, make the worst, make the best out of a situation. You know what I'm saying? So far, I'm enjoying the date. I got to throw some primer on the TL, see if somewhat finish. Car's looking good. Man, build a freaking deck for a pond that I didn't know I was gonna have. Starting to go down a little bit compared to earlier, but hey, just simply have fun, boys. I joined the deck, you know, it's not going anywhere. So if it rains, I could just horse around and get on top of that again. Have some fun, check it out. But other than that, we are good. So we're gonna call it wraps here. Been a long day. Rain is coming down. Not much I could do. You guys seen what happened with the garage. You know, I don't want to push it. It is what it is. So yeah. Alright, boys. I'm gonna thanks and appreciate every single one of you that have subscribed, liked, and comment. Thank you for your support. Staying tuned, giving love like always. Stay tuned till the next time. Thank you for watching. And peace.